Product reviews all day here, folks. Feeling tight and feeling right on a Thursday night. Shake it, don't break it. Wrap it up and I'll take it. This is the San Martin Jian Zhan SN0144. This is a 39mm case. This is an enamel dial, which is what the Jian Zhan means. Jian Zhan is traditional Chinese ceramic, and that's what this dial, it's tough to capture, but when you see it in person, it's just so stunning. You can see that gradient, green to black, and you can see kind of those little ripples, not necessarily ripples, but it looks like kind of someone took some green and just threw it on the dial, and then it kind of splashed outward. And that's that Jian Zhan Chinese ceramic effect. That's an enamel dial. That is a baked, fired enamel dial. They offer many different colors on the Jian Zhan. They have a gradient green, a gradient blue, a gradient red, a gradient brown, a gradient purple. There's many different variations on this. Like I said, this is the SN0144, and this is my first San Martin. This is my first San Martin. I own a few different Chinese micro brands. I own Tandorio. I own Pagani Design. I own a couple Bow Dairies, but I've yet to pull the trigger on a San Martin, just because the price premium is a little bit higher on a lot of those Chinese micro brands. You know, you can pick up a Pagani Design for $120. You can pick up a Bow Dairy for $140. This was $340. Picked this baby up off Amazon. I've always been a little hesitant to purchase a San Martin, even though I've read just an absolute ton of different, Reddits and forums and Watch Crunch and all these different websites that just talk about San Martin, oh, San Martin this, San Martin that. But I've always been a little hesitant to shell out, $340 on a Chinese watch. This is one of San Martin's original designs. San Martin has typically been known for doing a lot of homages, like an Explorer homage, a Sub homage, a BB58 homage. But this Jian Zhan is one of their original designs, and I just have to say that I am absolutely, totally and completely, give me a couple shots, I'll take them neatly, just stunned by the quality of this watch. I'm stunned. The fit and finish on this watch, it just blows any other Chinese micro brand that I've ever had out of the water. It blows Bow Dairy out of the water. It blows Pagani Design out of the water. It blows Tandorio out of the water. The bracelet is absolutely unbelievable. It has a glide lock. It has a on-the-fly adjust. Let me open this baby up here so you can see it. Bear with me for a second, folks. You can see that clasp in there. It has an on-the-fly adjust clasp. So you just pull up and then you can slide that band, right? If I can kind of get my finger down there. You can slide that mechanism back or forward to your liking, to your wrist dimensions. And I am just absolutely blown away by the clasp on this. That on-the-fly clasp is so sexy. And just honestly, this watch in its entirety is unbelievable. The dial is just absolutely stunning. The finishing is absolutely stunning. I own Yimas, I own Tissot's, I own a couple Longines, I own a Glycine, I own numerous Seikos, I own numerous Citizens, and I've never, honestly, for $340, the quality. I love that bracelet. I love the way that those center links are kind of raised up a little bit. It's one of the most original, unique bracelet designs that I've ever seen. And the finish, the fit and finish on this thing is just unbelievable. It's unmatched in the price range. The fit and finish on this is unmatched in the price range. The dial just is... The video I'm making right now can't even capture the stunningness of that enamel dial. That Jian Zhan, that enamel dial. The indices sparkle, the hands sparkle, the case sparkles, the crown is, you know, you've got that signed San Martin logo on there, and it's just, you know, it's San Martin on the clasp, San Martin, and it's done so well. It's so defined, it's so crisp, it's so strong, you know, it's obviously done on some type of hydraulic press. It's just, it's so defined, it's so crispy. And look at that. Can you see that dial? Look at that enamel dial. That's about as good a shot as I can get of that enamel dial. It is just unbelievable. Like I said, this is a 39 millimeter case, and this has the Miyota 9015 movement in it, which is part of the 9000 series of Miyota movements. When you're talking Miyota, you've got the 8000 series and you've got the 9000 series. The 8000 series is kind of their entry-level movements that you'll find in a lot of like the Citizen Fugus, and a lot of, you know, $300-400 Citizen watches have that Citizen 80. Typically it's the 8215 that's in those watches. This is the Miyota 9000 series, which is composed of the 9015, the 9039, the 90S5, and it's a very thin movement. This watch, I think, is only like, I want to say 10.9 millimeters thick, so it's very thin. And the 9015 is just an absolutely stunning movement. It's Miyota's premium movement that they sell to, you know, they use it in their own Citizen watches, of course, but then they also sell it to micro brands and things like that. And it's their premium movement, and it's unreal. Just the little details, like look at the date, you know, like my long jeans don't even have a date wheel that has a color match to the dial. You can see the color match. The background of that date wheel is green to match the green of the dial. My $1,800 frickin' Hydro Conquest doesn't even have a date wheel that matches the dial. My $3,100 Grand Seiko doesn't even have. Now, I didn't pay $3,100 for it. I bought it secondhand. I paid $1,300 for it. But that Grand Seiko doesn't even have a date wheel background that matches the dial. So it's just those kind of little details that just absolutely floor me on this watch. It's just absolutely unbelievable. I am just so impressed with San Martin, and I'm so glad I pulled the trigger on this thing. San Martin, Jian Zhan, SN0144. Miyota 9015 automatic movement, 39 millimeter case. One of the most stunning bracelets I've ever purchased on a watch, to be honest. Sapphire crystal, screw down crown. Just absolutely unbelievable. Product reviews all day. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Hey.